Hey Taurus, welcome to your weekly reading. If this is your first time here, my name is Laura and I'm from babycurltarot.com. Keep in mind this message is for any Taurus placement you want to check in on, including but not limited to your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Maybe you want to check in on the astrological house that is in Taurus and your natal chart. It doesn't matter, you are welcome here, as are the cross watchers. So with all that in mind, let's go ahead and get right on into this reading. Now, if you do happen to catch this message after the 4th week of July 2022, that's okay. It just means you were meant to hear this message at a later time. All right, spiritual team. What is the overall energy for my Tauruses for the next 7 days? What's the overall energy for my Tauruses for the next 7 days? Sorry, Tauruses, that was a plane. Also, if you hear some like strong bass, my neighbors are playing some music, so it's a little bit going on right now. I do apologize. All right, what's going on here? Uh-oh, we have rejection. Are we getting rejected or are we rejecting something? At the bottom of the deck, we have peace. So this rejection could come from like a place of peace. It's like, you know, you don't need something in your life, whereas maybe this is something you would typically have been drawn to or said yes to. Maybe coming from like a place of lack or insecurity, but I feel like you guys are in a really good space right now, so you recognize that you don't necessarily need to take every opportunity that comes your way. Hope that makes sense. But let's get into these messages real quick. Spiritual team, what messages do you have for my Tauruses for the next 7 days? What messages do you have for my Tauruses for the next 7 days? All right, it is Saturday, so there's a lot of noise and people out and about. So again, if you hear that, I do apologize. All right, we have the 9 of Swords reversed, the World reversed, the Ace of Wands, Judgment reversed. What's at the bottom of the deck? Okay, 9 of Pentacles. All right, so we have a little bit of Capricorn energy here with the World, some Scorpio with Judgment. Let's take a look at what's at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so we have the 9 of Pentacles, the Hierophant, which is Taurus energy, the 6 of Wands reversed, and the 5 of Cups. Very interesting. A very interesting combination. For a lot of you, this could talk about a relationship that was lost. Some of you may have felt really, really sad at the time that it ended. Maybe you feel like a lot of it had to do with things that you messed up on. Okay, a lot of mistakes that you personally made. All right. This even could have been a marriage for some of you. Some sort of like higher level of commitment. But I do see you guys being single. Okay, so this is especially probably going to resonate for my single Tauruses, this message. Let me see if there's anything else that I'm picking up here. Yeah, that's mostly what I'm getting. I'm not really getting anything else. Again, I do apologize for the bass if you can hear that. All right, solo dolo Tauruses. Let's get into this message right here. All right, Tauruses, I am seeing the peace over here with the 9 of Swords in the reverse. Typically when it's in the upright, it talks to me about anxiety, worry, sleeplessness. In the reverse, though, it tells me that you are finally at peace with something. You feel comfortable with yourself in your own skin, with where you're at currently. What's interesting is these 3 cards right here. There's a message in here that's a little tricky, so I'm trying to figure out the best way to word it. But it feels like, all right, for some of you, this talks about you finally learning to break free and decide that you're going to move forward. You're going to move forward from this situation with a lot more intention. Okay, with the World card in the reverse and Judgment in the reverse, this is talking to me about the lack of judgment. Okay, having learned the lesson. For some of you, the lesson hasn't completely closed out yet, so just be careful about that. Okay, but now you are you're moving through that lesson. You're learning how to conduct yourselves, I guess is the first word that comes to mind, but learning how to kind of rebuild either yourself, your confidence, or the way that you go about things in general, okay, based on this lesson. For some of you, it feels like there is someone that is coming in with this Ace of Wands that is kind of testing whether you've learned the lesson or not, okay? This could be more of like a sexual relationship. I do associate the Ace of Wands with male genitals, okay? It doesn't have to be a male, but it definitely talks to me about strong sexual passion and urges. So this could be somewhat of a lesson for you, and it's a test of rejection of whether you're going to say no to something that kind of is reminiscent of past situations that you've been in, right? So make sure you're using your best judgment, so that way you can close out this lesson and you can just move forward with your life and start attracting some more beautiful things, okay? That's what I'm seeing for you guys though with the tarot. Let me go ahead and get into these oracle decks. We do have a new moon in Leo coming up this week, so I wanted to take a look at the Moonology Manifestation Oracle deck to see what messages we could get for you guys this week. Spiritual team, what additional messages, advice, or encouragement do you have for my Tauruses for the next 7 days? What additional messages, advice, or encouragement do you have for my Tauruses for the next 7 days? Let's take a look. All right, first quarter moon in Gemini, speak your world into being. Yeah, I just said we want to attract the things that are actually positive in your life. So if this is something that does not feel peaceful to you, or you feel like this disturbs your peace, or there's just something that's really familiar about it and not in a great way, this is the time to learn that lesson, right? This is also a time for those of you who are learning a lesson to start speaking, conducting yourself, monitoring your thoughts a little bit more, so that they align with what it is that you are wanting to see happen in your life moving forward. Does that make sense? Okay, manifest with your thoughts, your words, okay? Always speak positively. At the bottom of the deck, we have the last quarter moon in Aries, work through your feelings. Okay, so a lot of you still have some like residual, you know, how can I put that? Residual emotions, okay, surrounding this past situation that I talked about here at the bottom of the deck. So do try to work through that this week if that is something that is still heavy on your mind, okay? Spirit is urging you more to kind of just like pick yourself up, dust yourself off, learn the lesson, but let's get back on that horse and try again if this is something that you really want. We don't want you sitting here constantly in your head throwing a pity party, right? All right, I know it's a little harsh, but I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. All right, let's take a look at the last deck of the reading. Now keep in mind, Tauruses, that whatever comes from this deck could be related to what we've been talking about, could be completely unrelated to the message so far. It's just additional things you need to know for the next 7 days, okay? Spiritual team, what additional messages do you have for my Tauruses for the next 7 days? All right, that was quick. What additional messages do you have for my Tauruses for the next 7 days? Okay, that's a lot, but let's see. Oh God, that is a lot. I'm not gonna take these 3 because they didn't flip over and I don't feel good about them, okay? Let's go ahead and put these back. Let's see the ones that did flip over though. Let's get into it. All right, so we have dark man, dealings a relationship with a man with dark complexion or dark hair. Okay, so that could describe you, what you look like, or that could talk about someone somehow involved with this situation. We also have the cobweb, protected from negative forces beyond your control. Okay, very interesting. So you do have a little bit of the spiritual protection. Again, just make sure that you're making choices that are aligned with what it is that you want to do. Okay, I have seen people with all the spiritual protection and backup in the world, but they still continue to make silly, silly, silly decisions. Like, why are you testing your spiritual team like that? Okay, Tauruses, just make good decisions. You definitely have you got some angels or someone looking out for you, but don't test that, please. I don't know why that message came up. We also have the filled chair. Someone new is entering your life. Hey, I did pick up on that. What else? We have the hand, in need of help, assistance, and guidance. Okay, so yeah, a lesson to be learned here, definitely. Okay, again, let's not throw a pity party. If you need help, assistance, maybe you need therapy, okay, there's no shame in that. Whatever it is you need to make sure that you're feeling your best and you're moving forward the way that you need to. So maybe it's a mentorship, maybe it's a guru, okay? Whatever it is that you feel called to. Finally, we have the close-up dog, pleasure with a close friend. Okay, so maybe you could be getting together with a friend. All right. Let's take a look at the bottom of each of these piles. On this one, we have the horse, a short journey. Interesting. Okay. Some of y'all could be taking a little trip, be gone somewhere this week. So at the bottom of this one, we have the shield. You need to defend yourself. Okay, so that is you rejecting the things that are not aligned with what it is that we want moving forward, right? Learn that lesson, put up that X and say, no, thank you, we're good. Thank you. All right, Tauruses, that is what I'm seeing for you guys this week. Please leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this in the future. If you want to see more content from me, I am on Instagram, TikTok. I also have a blog. All the info on how to find me is below in the description box, as is my website if you want to see or if you want to schedule a personal reading with me. As always, though, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.